lovely bank holiday Monday and the day after Pembrey, and I think like most racers at the weekend I had a very up and down time. It seems to be a common thread. You read Facebook, you speak to people at the meetings. Racing is a funny old game. You're either really high or really low, there's nothing in between. So I think the best way to describe this weekend is to crack on straight away with the happy chart. Starts off nice and lovely. Like every race weekend, you're always full of hope. And I take Thursday and Friday off of work because there's a long drive to Pembrey, something like 220-30 miles. So I'm on my own for the Thursday and the Friday. So I pack. It's the beginning of May and the third round of the MRO Powerbike Championship, and this time we're off to Pembrey in South Wales. So I've just loaded the van up and I've got a 255 mile trip down there, taking a day off. It's Thursday. And just really feeling good about the weekend. Last time out was awful, as you saw from the happy chart, and we also found out that I'd managed to bugger up my forks, actually creased one of my fork legs and bashed the internals up by changing springs in a bit of a cack-handed way. So that's all sorted. The bike's all sorted, it's been serviced. I'm fourth in the championship, so I've still got a lot of work to do, but there's quite a few rounds left, and it's off to Pembrey. We take the 5-hour drive down to Pembrey. Nice easy setup when we get there. Good position, good weather, nice and dry, flat ground to put the awning on. Then I ride my long-termer Ducati Hyperstrada to the local B&B. I can't stomach another night in the van, especially in Wales where the facilities aren't very good at Pembrey and it can be very bleak in the bad weather. Friday, start off, we've got 6 sessions, lots of riding time, and the first time really I get to try my bike in the dry, in normal conditions all year. I tested at Almeria earlier in the year, but really that track is good for riding, it's not good for setup. Now today's going to be a very busy day. Got lots to do to set the bike up, suspension changes, gearing changes, just basically mucking about with it, and there's lots of riding as well. But you're out once an hour compared to the rest of the weekend where you've basically just got a couple of races a day, and I'm on my own today. It's always a big ask to try and find someone to take days off work, so today's the busiest day. So really every time I come in I've got to refuel, clean the bike, make changes, and have a drink of water and then back out again. So I'm really just looking forward to riding my bike today, just enjoying myself. Flipping neck, first session out, hands are shaking. It's always a baptism of fire when I ride this bike for the first time. A couple of seconds off my normal pace, but it just feels like a million mile an hour. I'm doing 102s at the moment. I think I need to find a good 3 or 4 seconds. The bike feels good. I'm not going to make any changes yet till I kind of click in up to speed. Now my bike's looking a bit plain at the moment with new bodywork on, without any sponsor stickers. And really this racing malarkey would put a lottery winner out of business. So if it wasn't for the kind help of my sponsors, who are basically friends and family in the main, just wouldn't be able to hit the track. And there are some people here that don't even want their names on the bike. So I mentioned them. My mate Jean-David, my little brother Ben, who helps out, and Keith from Team Traction Control. So that's the morning sessions done. We had a good bit of track time on the bike in the dry, just getting up to speed. I'm a good couple of seconds off where I need to be though. We're making little changes as we go along. Been making little tweaks to the suspension, but now I think I need to make some more dramatic changes just to see how they work. I want to change the gearing and push the forks up through the yokes a little bit to help the bike turn a bit. The rest of it feels fantastic. I've got scrub Dunlop slicks on from Brands round, and they're still going strong. That's Friday over and done with. Got a lot of riding, which is good, but struggling with setting it up, to be honest, because I haven't got anyone out at the pit wall so I can come in and make adjustments. I've got to wait a whole session, kind of guess what I need and then go and try it, and then wait another hour or so before I can try it again. I'll be fiddling with the forks, pushing them up and down through the yokes. I've got it steering nicely, but I can't get it stopped for the hairpin. And trying to get it to ride the bumps, which I'm getting there. Eventually get back to the hotel about 9 o'clock. I've been at Pembrey all day, pretty knackered. And then fortunately my friend Dave arrives, who's had a similarly horrible bank holiday journey to Pembrey in his van. 7 odd hours from Ramsgate area, or Herne Bay actually, to Pembrey. So then we wake up Saturday, it's been raining, and we go out in mixed conditions. It's half dry, half wet. I'm on wets, and I haven't got any confidence at all for some reason. And I qualified 21st, third from last, which is awful. This man here is in a bad mood because 2 cars have parked where they shouldn't be. There's been an announcement on the tannoy, and woe betide the people that come back to collect it, because this man is not happy. So race 1, I qualify right at the back of the grid, get through to 7th. Race 2, I'm in 8th, but the bike just doesn't feel very nice. It doesn't feel very rideable. This is Pembrey's only concession to the 21st century. Electric handtail machine. Well, that was it, race 2, Saturday. I don't even know where I finished, 6th, something like that. The times are well off what I can do, and I really don't know what the answer is. I think you call it the classic confidence crisis. The forks are bottoming out still. It slides when I touch the power at full lean. I really don't know. The only thing that's changed on the bike, I'm running softer fork springs now, and I've got the bike more on its nose, so I'm going to move the bike up so it's higher for tomorrow, see if that works. Then there's these toilet roll holders, look at this. But you've got to be a fucking origami expert just to wipe your ass. It just feels really aggressive, a real handful. It's never felt like this before. But I think the happiness chart's got to come out. So we do a lot of head scratching, Saturday evening, pretty down, early night, and I have a beer for the first time ever on a race meeting just to cheer me up. Wake up in a better mood, full of hope again, as you got to be when you're racing. I changed my fork springs after morning warm-up and it transforms the bike. Rod Harwin, probably the second best tyre fitter here at Pembrey. So in race 1, I'll go over a second faster than I have done all weekend, and I'm down into the 59s, which I didn't even do last year in the races when I won. But this year there's a lot of competition. You've got really good riders, Sam Coventry, James Cox, Peter Baker. We had a guy called Mark Miller practicing for the Redmond Split Laff team, who is an ex-AMA rider who's going to be riding at the TT this year. James Edwards, really fast and a real gentleman as well, really nice guy. So you've got a lot of great riders there, and well, it's not as easy this year. Right, those changes we made in warm-up have been really good. The heavier fork springs just transform the bike. There's a difference between it sort of skating around everywhere and riding around on a nice cushion of nice suspension. And as a result, in the race, I went over a second faster and got into the 59s, breaking the 1 minute barrier, which I'm really pleased with. And I was in touch with the leaders. So, as usual, racing takes its weird twists and turns, and I've gone from almost giving up again yesterday to being really happy today. One more race today, who knows what that'll bring. There's a lot like MotoGP hospitality, really, isn't it, Dave? Last race, we've increased the preload, taken some rebound off to stop it skipping across the bumps on the front, and let's hope we have a good one. So race 2, full of hope again, but just finished 5th. I lost the toe of the leaders, whereas the first race I had the leaders sort of in my sights. I kind of drove home in a kind of a, you know, mixed, could have been better, could have been worse kind of thing, all in one piece. But no, another tough one from Pembrey, and roll on the next one at Alton.